Well, you know who we can't let go of? R. Kelly.
Okay, no, I would like to let him go. But the world, we are all still very much enthralled in this man's story right now.
Yeah.
He's going through a lot. Federal charges have been brought up. And his manager was on CBS this morning yesterday and had quite a bit, Publicist was on there and had quite a bit to say about his own personal dealings and how he would deal with his daughter being around R. Kelly. Let's watch the moment.
You have a 20-something-year-old daughter. Would you allow her to be alone with
Absolutely not.
With R. Kelly?
I wouldn't leave my daughter with anybody that's accused of pedophilia. Period.
So you would not?
I would not leave my daughter with anyone that's accused of being a pedophile. I would not.
That doesn't seem like a contradiction to you. You're
Absolutely.
sitting here
Absolutely.
defending R. Kelly, but at the same time saying you wouldn't leave your own daughter with him.
I wouldn't leave my daughter with anyone. I'm going to say it again. That's accused of being a pedophile.
All right.
I get it.
No.
I understand.
I feel like that's a good, thing to have. You should not leave your daughter with anyone who's accused of being a pedophile, sure. But if you can go to work every day and defend and literally be on a show to talk about this person, what are you showing your daughter? Like,
Yeah,
it's
so
technically okay.
It's okay for someone else's daughter, just not your daughter.
Exactly. That's basically what he's saying.
Well,
He's saying I protect my family, and I'm not gonna leave my. I mean, I understand, but yes, it's definitely a contradiction.
Yeah,
it's
course
like
it's a contradiction.
I work with somebody who was accused of being a pedophile, but I wouldn't leave my.
He don't
daughter.
just work with him. He's not a chef.
He's publicist.
His job is to tell people that R. Kelly's an okay guy. He's a crisis manager.
Right.
He's trying to fix this shit,
Right.
right? He's like,
Yeah.
no, R. Kelly's a great guy. Would you let your daughter? Oh, hell no.
I wouldn't leave my daughter.
My daughter? No, no.
Not his kids. Yeah.
There's no good way to spin this because at the end of the day, R. Kelly hurt young women all over America and probably internationally too. And I don't know how long this person has been a part of his team. We've seen lots of turnover in his team in the last
He's
few
relatively
years.
new.
He's relatively
He
new.
signed on
And didn't he
himself.
leave?
Yeah, at one point he was reserving, he was working in Chicago, in hotels and stuff.
Okay.
Booking VIP rooms and stuff. He's sort of like the guy who kind of jumps on the crew at the end of the day to kind of get on. And I think R. Kelly was there at a moment where he didn't have any money.
Yes.
And so he's like, I'll help you. So he became a
Interesting.
crisis manager.
In the midst of all that.
Yeah.
See, and again, my only problem is you're still getting, the checks are still clearing, hopefully, from R. Kelly.
That interview suggests that they didn't. That interview you do after the check clears.
I know, but at the end, what I'm saying is your daughter is still being taken care of by a man who's out here harming women. So even if you say, allegedly, I mean, it's pretty much proven now, but even if you say, yo, we not cool with him, don't go around him, but take this $20 from my check, it's still showing her that in some way you approve of him as a person because you are directly aligned with him. And so I have a problem with that. You are a walking contradiction. That's what I got from that whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to spin it. He quit though.
So yeah, late last night
he resigned.
He resigned
after
from
this
his
interview.
non-position, right?
Right.
He said for personal reasons.
After the interview?
After
he got backlash.
I'm sure.
What
He was like, oh yeah, what I'm doing is not,
He resigned
not
last
okay.
night. In the evening, he put a little announcement out saying, for personal reasons, I will no longer work with R. Kelly, but he's in good hands with whoever he's working with now, Mr. Greenberg, I think he said his name was.
Lord.
So, it's a weird thing. R. Kelly, he also said R. Kelly is a mess and that he is concerned about his mental health. He also said that he would not allow his own daughter to be alone with R. Kelly, which resulted in the public backlash that we just talked about. So it's been a weird week, but hopefully, we're getting closer to justice, whatever that looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
For anyone who's been harmed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we really
And I think it's just a testament to say he categorically was like, I would not let my daughter be around R. Kelly. I'm absolutely not. And so that says something, even if this is your employer. This is your employer.
Yeah.
So he's like, look, I'm not saying that, he didn't, but I wouldn't leave my daughter around. So
He clearly has bad judgment. Look at his beard.
And no
my
mustache.
goodness.
It's like here.
That's your first sign.
Yo, it's like a Furby.
Yes.
And no mustache.
You have a Furby on your face, I'm not going anywhere near you.
And you can't trust no black man at a certain age with no mustache.
That is
fact.
scientific fact. I don't know if people know. Did you know that?
I never knew that.
Yeah, scientific fact.
This is weird.
How many young men of a certain age or black men of a certain age without a mustache that you can trust? You can call and be like, I'm in a bind.
Actually, like, well, young men?
Yeah, young men.
Oh, young men.
At a certain age, you get more distinguished. You can,
Yeah, or you shave it off to look young. But when you
Right.
like, if you're like 30 with just no mustache,
yeah.
watch out
Can you
for
trust? Yeah, you check your bag.
this is a scientific study done by Jameer and me.
Absolutely.
Y'all are playing games.